Hi Cricketers, if I had one piece of advice to give to anyone wanting to make money with their Cricut machine, it would be to offer custom and personalized gifts. Far too often I see people selling generic projects with their Cricut machine and then they're complaining that they can't get orders. Their projects are really cute, but they don't have things like names, dates, or photos added to them. Adding photos to your blanks is one of my favorite ways to make personalized gifts. Today, I'm going to show you how to convert a photo into an SVG. This is a great skill to have and will allow you to make really customized pieces of art with your Cricut machine. I mostly use this technique on my memorial lanterns, but I have also made tons of other gifts with photos, like Christmas ornaments, pillows, t-shirts, coffee mugs, shadow boxes, and more. There's a few different steps that you have to do to convert a photo into an SVG, and most of it's done on my cell phone. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that. I don't have an iPhone, I have an Android phone, so the apps that I'm going to be using are for Android. The two apps that I use are called Remove.bg, and I also use Adobe Capture. If you have an iPhone, I have heard of a lot of people using an app called, I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, Imagine, but it's spelled like I'm a engine. So IMAENGINE. So you can look that up on your phone if you have an iPhone. Let's move over to my cell phone so I can show you how it's done. The first thing that you're going to want to do is go to the Play Store and then search for Remove.bg. Then you're going to click install. I already have it installed, so I click open. So this is what the screen looks like when you open the app. You want to go to upload image and then go to your gallery and pick a photo. So I'm going to use one of my daughter. So what this app does is it gets rid of the background so that you don't have any stuff you don't want. You just have the photo of the person. Next, you want to click on this edit button and scroll down to color, and I'm going to select white. The app is also really cool because you can select all kinds of different backgrounds. I wouldn't do this for turning your photos into an SVG, but it's just really cool to know for various other projects. Okay, so we're going to select white, and then we're going to click this little down arrow to download the image, and then we're going to open it with my gallery, and there's my photo. So now I need to take this photo and upload it to Adobe Capture, which is the next app that I want you to download. So go back to the Play Store and look up Adobe Capture. And this is what the app looks like. I want you to install it. Once you install it, click open. Now we need to upload the photo, so we're going to select this square in the lower right hand corner next to the camera. And then I'm going to click camera roll. And I'm going to select this photo of Sierra. Now it brings me to here with this little slidey scale where I can adjust it. So you want to get it adjusted to whatever you think looks best. A lot of times these photos don't come out perfect right away. What I'll do is I'll edit them as best as I can in this app, and then I'll upload this photo into a paint program on my computer and make sure it's like really cleaned up. Like right now I can see that my daughter's nose disappeared and her lip looks a little funny. So I would probably drag it to about here so that her nose comes back. And then I can erase the dark circles under her eyes in Photoshop. So once you get it mostly where you want it, I want you to go ahead and click the check box. Then go over to Style, and you can click this Smooth button. And that's going to smooth this whole picture out for you. So right now the picture looks pretty good, but like I said, I don't like those dark bags under her eyes, and there's some random spots that I would like to erase. Now that this looks pretty good, what I'm going to do is screenshot it. And then I'm going to crop it right away. And save it. Now I need to get this photo onto my computer. So you can email it to you, you can send it to yourself in Messenger, text it to yourself, however you need to do it to get it to your computer. I'm going to send it on Facebook Messenger to myself. Now that you're on your computer, I want you to go to your photo, right click, and save the image. I'm just going to call it Sierra SVG and save. Next, I want you to go to a paint program. I think every computer has paint, so we'll just open that one up. And paste from, and then go back to that folder and find your photo. So Sierra SVG, open. You can drag this over. Now we want to edit this photo. I'm not going to use the erase tool to get rid of the parts that I want, because I can see that the background color isn't all the way white. It's some kind of off-white. So what I'm going to do is take this eyedropper tool and touch right here, and that's going to make the exact color that I want. So now I can go to a paint tool. Just pick a brush. You can use this size button to make the brush thicker. And then I can erase all these little pieces on the shirt that I don't need, because everywhere you see black is where your machine is going to cut. Now, if I want to zoom in, I can zoom way in and then go back to home so I can find my little paintbrush. And I want to get rid of these dark bags under her eyes. If you find that you mess up, just click Control and Z at the same time, like this, and it will, a bunch of times, and it will bring back what you messed up, what you got rid of. And once again, I'm just going to erase these little bits that I don't like. Oop, I went too close, so Control Z. This is very time consuming. You want to take your time and make sure you do a good job. Like this eye looks weird to me, so I would just kind of clean that up. I want my brush to be smaller so I can get in some little spots like up here. Zoom back out, make my brush bigger, erase some more of these forehead spots. Just clean up the photo as best as you can. Like, I don't need all these little chin dots, and her mouth looks kind of weird. I get rid of this. That's probably about as good as it's gonna get. That's all I really care to do, because this isn't a real project that I'm making. If it was, I would maybe spend a little bit more time making it perfect, but I think that's pretty good and you get the idea. So let's compare that to the original photo. But we're still not done yet. Now we need to take that photo, save it, and upload it to Cricut Design Space. So go to File, Save As, Sierra SVG 2. I'm gonna make sure that I save it as a JPEG, because that's one of the files that you can upload to Design Space, and click Save. Now I'm gonna go to design.cricut.com, open. So we're gonna go to new project and then upload image, browse, and Sierra SVG2, open, simple, and continue. Click preview, and let's zoom in to make sure got all those spots. I think it looks good. Apply and continue. Okay, so this is new. They make you have Cricut Access to use this automatic background remover. Looks like I'm signing up for Cricut Access again. Let me go find my debit card. So I actually deleted my Access subscription a while back because I use Creative Fabrica for everything. If you haven't heard of them, they're an amazing website. I'll leave a link in my description. They have amazing fonts, graphics, projects, SVGs, like you name it, Creative Fabrica has it. You can do mock-ups on there. I just love them. So since I was using them so much, I got rid of my Cricut Access plan, but now after this update in this remove background feature, I want to use it, and whatever, it's 10 bucks a month, I'm just going to pay it so I can get on with this video. All right, they got their $10 a month out of me. Now we can continue with my video. So we're going to click apply and continue. Ooh, no. This doesn't look right. We want it as a cut image. So we're going to go back, remove background automatically, then continue. Then click cut image and upload. Select your photo and add to canvas. If you want to get rid of these grid lines, click this little square in the upper left-hand corner. And now we can see your photo. Sometimes you do lose some detail when you upload it to Design Space, so I can see that I kind of lost some of her nose. So if you want, you can go back to Paint and darken up some spots, try to fix it again. I've mentioned this in some of my other videos that sometimes it takes me like hours to get these photos right. You have to do so much editing, a lot of Photoshop. You really want to take your time, especially if this is a memorial gift. This is a photo of somebody's loved one who you know, they're going to be looking at it every day. You want it to look good. You probably don't want them to have no nose. So really look over your pictures, make sure they come out good. Go back to Paint, make her nose a little darker so when you upload it to Design Space, you don't lose it. It was there before, you can see. Maybe if we do it this manual way, it'll work better. You really got to make sure you don't lose all these little details. Select everywhere. It looks pretty good, but you can see we lost a lot of detail in her hair, these lines. I also missed her teeth, so we can go back, zoom in, scroll down, and then just get some more of these spots we missed. I just want to see how this compares to the automatic. All right, apply and continue. Let's see if her nose goes away. So yeah, that actually did work better when I did it myself instead of the auto erase feature. I got a lot more of her nose and her mouth, and I don't know, it just looks better. So I'm gonna select this one and delete it, and this is the one that I would go with. So from this point, you just want to resize your image to however big you want it. If you're making a lantern, you know, you're gonna shrink it down, and then you go to make it, continue, and then you select your material such as vinyl, and then you cut and weed your project and transfer it to your blank. It's not terribly difficult to do, you just have to know the steps. So the first thing that you want to do is upload your photo to Remove.bg to get rid of the background. Then take that photo and upload it to Adobe Capture, get it as best as you can, save it to your computer, then take that photo, put it into Paint, clean it up as much as you can. You can also try skipping the paint process and just cleaning it up in Design Space, but I like using Paint first personally. So after you get your image all cleaned up, put it in Design Space and upload it to Cricut, then cut it as you need to. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you make any projects using techniques from this video, I would love if you shared them in my Facebook group. It's called Cricketer Inspiration for Beginners and Pros. I love going on there and seeing all the projects and ideas that you guys have. It's really cool when I see you making things that you learned from my videos. As always, thank you for watching my video. If you learned something new and found it helpful, please like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. And if you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to read them, and I try my best to respond to every single one of them. See you next time!